Hello my friends, hello my besties, welcome back to my channel. Today we're doing a long-awaited video. We're going to be doing a deep dive tour into my home library. Some disclaimers, we will be going into detail in this video, so it's going to be longer than the last one I uploaded, but it's not going to be like an hour long. I'm going to pull every book from every shelf and tell you about it, but I will tell you about how my shelves are organized, and we're going to go through all the little trinkets and fun finds that are in my home library. This space is so special to me, and since I moved into my apartment last year, I feel like there's been so many changes that I've made that I want to show you that were not reflected in the last video I did. If you want something short and sweet, that video is still pretty accurate. I think it's like 10 minutes, but this one's gonna be a little longer, and I'm genuinely so excited to get into like the origin story of where I got so many of the cute things in my home library. So my home library is in my master bedroom, so this is also low-key like a bedroom tour because it's hard to show you the library portion without showing you the living portion. Let's get into it. Okay, we're gonna start over here in the corner by my door and then just go in a big old circle. So right next to my door, I have this little shelf. I thrifted it and then painted it this really cute pink color. This adorable little cow light that does turn on has a little bell, which is from a small business. Picture of me meeting an author and then a picture of me and my cat daughter. I also have some crystals that have been gifted to me. Above it, I have this really cool vinyl record that is all the surprise songs from the July 1st Eras tour. Then we have our little TV, which is just for the bedroom. I watch so much booktube on this TV. Below is our TV stand. On top we have my boyfriend's NES and then a stuffed animal that I got when I hurt my finger, this little portrait of my childhood pets, and an oil diffuser. Here's my Nintendo Switch, which has this adorable strawberry case on it. And this is the new book pile, the infamous new book pile. If you don't know, every time I get a new book, I add it to this pile, and when it gets tall enough to touch the TV, I take it all down, put them in my shelves, and do a haul. So these are the current new books. I also have this random beanie, some pre-order goodies, and then I recently thrifted this frame for $2, so it's just hanging out until I get a picture. In this corner, I have my Hello Kitty alarm clock. I had one just like this when I was a kid, but I got rid of it, so for one of my birthdays, my boyfriend got me a new one because I regretted getting rid of it so much. I have a vase with some Lego flowers and my childhood jewelry box. Down in these shelves, I have Build-A-Bear clothing, some stuffed animals. This is actually where I keep all of my mailing supplies for when I sell books online. Over here we have all of our Switch games, and then this is my journal basket where I keep everything for book journaling, normal journaling, crafting, etc. and a stuffed animal. And then this drawer just has lots of gaming equipment. Then to the right of this is my actual bookshelves. I have 3 large Billy bookcases from IKEA with 1 shelf extender each. Organized by genre, so fantasy, young adult, and romance. On the floor in front of my bookshelves, I have this mega squishmallow. I named him Ollie. I love him. I like to lay on him. And then I have a smaller cow squishmallow. These are super tall. I cannot get anywhere near the top, so I'm just going to show you what's up there. At the top of the fantasy shelf, I have some stuffed animals in a basket. On top of my young adult shelf, I have this basket of miscellaneous books. It's graphic novels, nonfiction, poetry, etc. Also way up there is this little shelf of Funko Pops. The top are some custom ones I made, and the bottom are The Good Place. The romance shelf, I have a random book I got in the mail, a really pretty PR package, and then a few extra overflow books with my strawberry bookends, which are from Five Below. So let's start with my fantasy shelf. Shelf, I have my Powerless books, Lee Bardugo books, and then a few trinkets, including my Lee Bardugo chess pieces and this mug my sister painted for me. Second shelf is mostly tall hardcovers, and then my Cruel Prince series and Spark of the Everflame series. This shelf is also tall hardcovers, and then the end is my Fireborn collection, which is my all-time favorite fantasy trilogy. This is my V.E. Schwab collection, which, fun fact, all of them are signed. All hardcovers, and then a couple more series. This mug is from Fake Rate, and it is from The Wicked King Hangover box. We have my Sarah J. Maas shelf with a couple other series. And then the bottom 2 shelves are just hardcovers pretty much. So this is all matching hardcovers that are the same height, and then a bunch of different hardcovers and paperbacks that are not the same height. Unfortunately hidden by the dragon. On the adult shelf, my top shelf starts with all of my books from Jenny Han, and then it's kind of overflow. This is where I put all my new books as I get them, and I have a little bum-bums. And I have this candle, which looks normal. It's actually so special to me because I made it on my 21st birthday, and I'm determined to only light it on my birthdays. On this shelf, we have some of my favorite young adult authors, so here is all my Morgan Matson books, and then my Rachel Lynn Sullivan books, and my Ashley Poston. The shelf started as aesthetic hardcovers that work together kind of grouped by author, and then kind of tapers out at the end. So like here are all my Emma Lord books, and then my Bridget Khmer young adult books. This middle shelf is all Emily Whibley and Austin C. Broca. I do have their romance books over on this shelf because it's just their shelf. I also have these 3 Funko Pops that I made as a teenager that represent some of the fictional men in their books. This shelf, again, matching hardcovers, and then my collection of Casey West books. And then I have my little raccoon named Goose on it. This shelf is all of my sad and heartbreaking books, and I wanted to feature my If He Had Been With Me special edition because it is just genuinely such a pretty special edition. The bottom is a bit of overflow, it's paperbacks, and I also have a lot of duplicate arcs and stuff down here. As for my romance shelf, see, my top shelf is not the best organized. On the left, I have my Krista and Becca Ritchie books, some overflow books, some hockey romances, and this little cat light. This shelf is for some of my favorites, but honestly, things have been so scrambled recently that I don't think any of these are that well organized. Over here is my Emily Henry collection along with this mini bookcase. Here I have B.K. Borison, my beloved, and then just some other groupings of authors that I own more than one of their books. That's the theme for the next shelf too. Authors that I own more than one of their books, like Ali Hazelwood is here, Chloe Leese, Fallon Ballard, Hannah Bonham Young. Here I have my Hannah Grace collection. More chunks of authors where I own more than one of their books, and then all my Lynn Painter. And the bottom three shelves are a little bit chaotic. They're really just grouped by size and by author. Last few, I do have a pink stack, and the bottom shelf is mostly blue books. And on the bottom shelf, I have a little Pom Pow and a Squishmallow. In front of that, we keep this really cute wavy scratch board for the cats. Moving on to the actual fun book corner. So if you look above the windows, I actually do have these shelves. These are not part of the apartment. We put these up ourselves. I obviously have some very big Squishmallows, and then we go into all my mystery thrillers. Originally, I was going to put the adult mystery thrillers up top and then the young adult on the bottom, but I cannot reach up there very well, so it's kind of a mishmash. These are a ton of different young adult and adult mystery thrillers. And when I step on something and look up here, I actually do have a little Lego minifigure who's a detective holding a red herring. On the left side of my book corner, this is from Target. I've had this like for years, since I was a teenager. Above it are these 3 picture frames I got with different book prints. Buy me books, tell me I'm pretty. I made this one on Canva. It says Girl I've Always Been. It's my favorite Olivia Rodrigo song, and a late night book club. I also have this cutie little chair. So I thrifted this chair on a broken stand, and then we just mounted it ourselves with hooks and twine, and I keep a seasonal applicable stuffed animal in it. So right now it's a Valentine's Day cat from Build-A-Bear. On top of my little side table, I have this beautiful trinket dish that I got while I was in New Hampshire. It was on sale because of a little oopsie over here, so I got it for like a third of the price. I have this candle lamp warmer and this little DIY melting plate thing I have. It was originally a candle from Target that I burnt through, so I put some wax melts in it, and this is a vanilla scent. Here I have a cake frame. It's from Marshall's and has a picture of me when I met Sarah Adams in it. This was one of the best book signings I have ever been to. If you ever follow me on TikTok, you'll recognize this because this is where I keep my monthly TBR. This is my monthly TBR for March, which I have no shot of finishing in time, but this is where it stays. And on top I put 2 bookish candles, my book love candle from Bath & Body Works, and then this Meet Me at the Bookstore candle from A Scent Story. It smells incredible. It's raspberry, lemon, and pink lotus, and it smells so good that I don't want to burn it because it was also low-key expensive. Next to that, I have my diffuser from Gubernanda. I've had this since college. I have the little Lego gift with purchase set that you could get for a limited time, which is so adorable. I have this wire basket with 2 Squishmallows, a strawberry cat, and then a Hello Kitty with a strawberry. These were both gifts from my boyfriend. I have this Cosmic Brownie trinket dish, which was a gift from my sister, and I keep all of my SD cards and SD card readers in it for filming. And then I have another bookish candle, Vintage Books by DW Home. Pink organizer bins are also from Target. I have had them for ages. This first one is where I keep all my filming supplies. My microphone, my camera box, my hard drive, all that sort of stuff's in here. Most of them all have Taylor Swift cardigans. They're not organized by a specific era or anything. It's just where I keep them, so they're handy but also not hung up. And then below those we have like themed shelves. This is where I keep all of my Polaroids, my books on writing, a Squishmallow, and then this little bear set from Lego. This is my Taylor Swift theme shelf, so Taylor Swift books. This gumball machine has all the confetti I've ever gotten from her website, my bracelet from the Eras Tour, and then friendship bracelets. This is one of my childhood stuffed animals and a little Target bird. Here I have my Jennifer Lynn Barnes, the Natural series, which I love with my entire heart and soul. Actually some candles behind these books that only I like, that my boyfriend doesn't, that I burn back here, along with a candle from The Cruel Prince, a little house, and then my electric lighter. In this cube, I have all my self-help books. Here I have a couple more stuffed animals. This one is from Fluff Nest. This is a Squishmallow, and this little frame that I painted with a picture of my boyfriend. On the shelf, I have some more like nonfiction books. This is from a school project, and then these are just books that are very much like in my wheelhouse as someone with a degree in communication. I have another little Squishmallow, and then this adorable frame picture of my cat Banana Bread. This shelf is a little chaotic, but it's where I keep all of my random bookish items. So it's where I keep like pre-order incentives and books and stickers and Kindle inserts. It's where I keep like letters from brands when I get free stuff, or the letters and papers that are included in book mailings. Then on this side of the big windows, we have my actual reading corner. So these lights are from Walmart. I used to have a different set from them, but then my cats ate them. My chair and ottoman are both from IKEA. The chair is quite old. It was originally my sister's and then I took it. This blanket was a gift from my mom, but it is from Burlington. It has strawberries all over it. I have this little pillow, which was from the Target dollar section many moons ago, and then a stuffed animal. This is Baby Bear. She is vicious. The ottoman holds a bunch of different blankets in it. A little sneak peek. So down here in this corner is actually where I keep all of my tripods and my lighting. My ring light's down there. It's kind of a mess. We just put the blanket back. It's not there. Next to that, we have both my gallery wall and my little side table. So let's start with the gallery wall. So my little cameos in it. Here are some different Polaroids, some Taylor Swift song lyrics. This is a picture of Better Than the Movies by Lynn Painter featuring a quote of the lyric by Taylor Swift. My Eras Tour movie poster, a very old bookstagram picture I took, more Polaroids, Book Who Passed, my boyfriend. This is from the day that Red TV released, except it's actually from the night before because I was able to get the CD early because my local Walmart sold it to me. Random song lyric. This is a pre-order incentive from Daydream by Hannah Grace, pre-order incentive from Today, Tonight, Tomorrow by Rachel Lynn Solomon. This is from when I met Emily Wibberly and Austin Stevens Broca in 2019. Stuffed animal, when I met Gia Cribs, little quote piece, my first ever Polaroid of my cat. And then this was something my sister had made for me when she went to college. It is a quote from a series that unfortunately the author turned out to be problematic, but the quote still means so much to me because of what it meant coming from her. And then in the center, hi, this little cake mirror is from Five Below and it's adorable. I can't even tell you how many little selfies I take in this mirror. On the wall, I have this little thrifted wire basket shelf. On top, I have these two stuffed animals, which are both from Fake Crate. It's Cardin and Rowan. A little squishmallow, actually from Mexico. My mom got it for me. And the tag is in Spanish. I have a few different little pom pows. As for my little reading side table, over here I have a lamp. This is from Marshall's, and a little tiny little bear my boyfriend got me. This is my current coffee, but the coaster my sister made. My Owala, and then this is actually from the Nothing Like the Movies cover reveal. To do the cover reveal, they sent a bunch of influencers this little puzzle, so when I was done doing mine, I glued it together and put it in a frame. I have this little trinket dish I painted with some Legos and a random button in it. And then this Taylor Swift mug, which is like the clandestine meetings folklore artwork, is where I keep all of my cute bookmarks, and it is so packed in this. In this cube shelf, this is a little book holder. This trinket dish from Five Below holds all my magnetic bookmarks and pop sockets. A little 3D printed seal my boyfriend made. This cake frame is from meeting Emily in Austin. My Taylor Swift The Eras Tour movie cup, which has my reading lights. Next to that, in the back, there's a little basket which has all my promotional bookmarks, so bookmarks that go to specific books. A picture of me and my boyfriend, which is actually a glass plate. A Legally Blonde Funko Pop. And then these baskets, the top one has stress balls, the middle one has all my stickers, and then the bottom one has my bookish stamps. This basket has all of my book sleeves. It's a huge mix of homemade versus bought versus knit, etc. And then this bottom one has more stuffed animals. This is a Send a Friend and then a teddy bear my stepmom made. Now this giant guy is the Pom Pom Prin Mega Build-A-Bear. I love this thing so much. Honestly, I can't even tell you how many nights that he has slept in the bed with me. Behind him and also below him is a computer charger that I keep running all the time, so that way when I want to work over here, it's just easy to grab. Then there's another window and a cat tower. I actually thrifted this and my cats love it so much. It's 3 different hearts that are all pastel colors and then a little heart hanging piece. And I keep this cute little pink axolotl on it. Here's the charging station because behind every aesthetic bedroom there's unaesthetic parts. Right now I actually have like my Kindle e-reader clicker stuff charging. I've run to the area by my bed, which yes, is still bookish and cute and adorable. On our lamp, I actually have this bow, which I wore in my hair to the Olivia Rodrigo Guts tour. Then here I have these 4 shelves that my boyfriend recently put up for me. At the very top, I have my Peyton Corinne books along with my clicker stuff for my Kindle and a mini hockey helmet. Here I have my Sarah Adam books, a little Pom Pal, this 3D printed raccoon that my boyfriend made for me, and a picture of us when we went to the Eras tour. Here I have all my Stephanie Archer books, a Squishmallow, and a little Hello Kitty. And the bottom shelf, I'm sorry for this, this is my Kindle stand thing, it's in the way. I have a cake planter, which has essential oils in it, mini pom-pom, a picture of me getting my pom-pom Build-A-Bear. Can you tell I like Build-A-Bear and pom-pom? And then a mini pink Build-A-Bear. I don't always keep this here, but this is where my Kindle stand has been as of recently, which is why it's a little in the way. Our bed has these really cool nooks in it. So on the top one, this is where I keep my Kindle or current read, along with some different trinkets and a stuffed animal. This is where I keep all my journals. Bedside table is not that thrilling. I have a mirror, some tissues, and then here I keep pens, glasses, and my little reading light. And this is my coaster. On top of my bed, I have even more stuffed animals. This Spudster was my gift to myself when I hurt my finger. My Pom-Pom Build-A-Bear, who's wearing some of the Build-A-Bear official like book boyfriend merch. This little, I call him Bear Pom because he looks like a bear, but he's definitely supposed to be this guy. Like, you see the resemblance. I have my Pom Pom Bum Bums, and then my Mocha Build-A-Bear. Above it, my boyfriend agreed to these. We have two different bear prints. I'm a Taurus and he's a Leo, so these are our little zodiac sign bear prints. We also have two of the pumpkin kitties from Build-A-Bear. Mine is wearing a Romantasy book club t-shirt and his is wearing a little suit. Here is our bed. It's from IKEA. We did have to agree on the green instead of just being pink, and that's okay. There's lots of pink accents. This blanket is from IKEA. I don't remember where our comforter is from. These pillows were from Target. I got to this cow Build-A-Bear really recently and she's absolutely adorable and I'm obsessed with her. On his side, he has a green blanket, and then we also have our teddy bears. These are from Fluff Nest. If you cannot tell, I adore Fluff Nest so much. I have so many of their stuffed animals in this room. On his side, he definitely has a very different aesthetic. It's his sliver of the room. His current read, also very different from mine, but you know what, honestly, I respect that. He's reading the Iliad. He has lots of OSU merchandise over here, including a puzzle, newspapers, etc., etc. Inside of the room definitely has a different vibe, but you know what, I give him points for style. And then behind the door here, more OSU stuff, but this is where I keep my pink stepladder because I would not be able to reach the top of my bookshelves without it.
And that is officially a wrap on my in-depth book room tour. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, all that sort of stuff. Thank you for sticking with me. This should have been up several weeks ago at this point, but I think I had to film it 4 or 5 times because I kept getting interrupted. So thank you for being patient with me. I'm so glad this video is finally up and I really hope you enjoyed it. I hope I see you again next week and I hope you have an amazing day. Bye!